Cringe. That tiny flash of horror that hits you randomly at 3 a.m. For some reason, your brain keeps reminding you of something stupid you did 10 years ago. But why does cringe haunt us? Why can't we forget it? And how do we stop it from ruining our lives? Once upon a time, MiniBrain had a big math test coming up. He studied for weeks. Yeah, that actually happened. The morning of the test finally arrived. But first, MiniBrain had sports class, basketball, like always, and it was sweaty, really sweaty. So he ran to the locker room, changed out of his gym clothes, and sprinted toward the math room as fast as he could. As he rushed through the hallway, he heard laughing. Apparently, something was so hilarious that every kid in the hall was laughing uncontrollably. But MiniBrain didn't care. He was focused, determined. He ran to the classroom as fast as he could. When he finally reached it, the teacher stopped him.
MiniBrain, what the f?
Because in all that excitement, MiniBrain forgot one tiny detail. He forgot to put his pants back on after gym class. He sprinted through the entire school hallway, butt naked. That's why everyone was laughing. And from that moment on, that cringe memory haunted MiniBrain forever. Chapter 1. What is cringe and why your brain remembers it? Cringe isn't just embarrassment. It's your brain screaming, "Never do that again." When MiniBrain ran through the hallway butt naked, something very special happened inside his skull. His brain grabbed that moment, wrapped it in emotional duct tape, and stored it like a cursed treasure. Why? Because cringe is basically a survival alarm. Your brain doesn't care that you didn't get eaten by a tiger. It only cares that you were socially eaten alive. To your brain, social humiliation equals danger. The tribe might laugh at you, which means the tribe might reject you, which means you might starve in the wilderness. So the brain says, okay, new rule. Running around naked? Not allowed. Store this memory forever. That's why cringe feels so intense. It's your ancient monkey software trying to protect you from becoming the laughingstock of the village. And that's what cringe really is. A biological threat detection system that sometimes goes completely overboard. Chapter 2. Why we cringe at other people too. So, if cringe is supposed to protect you, why do you feel it when someone else is embarrassing themselves? Easy. Your brain has a built-in feature called secondhand humiliation. If empathy was a person, secondhand humiliation would be its drunk cousin. When MiniBrain watches someone doing something stupid, his neurons fire like he did it himself. He flinches, his stomach drops, his soul leaves his body for a moment. Why? Because your brain isn't just monitoring your survival, it's monitoring the whole tribe. In ancient times, if someone stood up and said something stupid to the wrong person, the whole group could suffer. So the brain learned to pay attention to every awkward mistake in the area. Someone else screws up, your brain takes notes. Your brain makes rules. Your brain updates the Don't Be That Guy database. And that's why watching a stranger tell a terrible joke feels like emotional radiation. You're not actually in danger, but your brain is acting like you're sitting in the splash zone of someone else's social disaster. The brain thinks it's helping. It thinks it's teaching you. It thinks it's keeping you alive. But in reality, you're just watching someone flop so hard that your own nervous system files a complaint. That's why we cringe at others. Your brain is trying to protect you from mistakes you didn't even make. Chapter 3. How cringe actually protects you. Here's the plot twist nobody tells you. Cringe isn't your enemy. Cringe is your friend. Your brain's weird little bodyguard. When you do something embarrassing, like waving back at someone who wasn't waving at you, or calling your boss bro, your brain hits you with that internal electric shock. The universal, oh my god, why did I do that feeling? But that feeling has a purpose. Your brain is basically installing a social patch update, like, okay human, we've detected a glitch in your behavior. We'll now update your system to prevent this from happening again. Cringe is social antivirus software. It detects awkwardness. It screams. It forces you to never repeat the mistake. Without cringe, humans would be absolute monsters. People would talk loudly on speakerphone in public, send 9-minute voice messages, dance awkward TikTok dances in public, post motivational quotes on Facebook with sunsets behind them. Actually, people already do this, but you get the point. Cringe teaches you what not to say, what not to do, when to shut up, when to disappear silently like a ninja. It sharpens you socially. So the next time your brain replays that moment from 2016, remember, it's not punishing you. It's just making sure you don't embarrass yourself in 2026. Cringe isn't torture, it's evolution. A painfully awkward evolution, but still, evolution. Chapter 4: How to Stop Cringe from Ruining Your Life. Here's the truth. Cringe is normal. Everyone feels it. Everyone hates it. And everyone thinks their cringe is worse than everyone else's. Guess what? Nobody cares. They're too busy cringing at themselves. But if you want to stop cringe from ruining your life, here's the cheat code. Step 1. Realize that 99% of your cringe memories are invisible to everyone else. Yes, even that one horrible thing you did that you think defines you as a human being. Nobody remembers it. They forgot it 10 minutes after it happened because they had their own emotional disasters to manage. Step 2. When your brain pulls up a cringe memory, don't fight it. Downgrade it. Instead of, oh God, I'm dying, try, yeah, that was stupid, but hilarious. Turn it from emotional trauma into a blooper reel. Congratulations, you just patched your internal software. Step 3. Remember that cringe is proof you're evolving. If you don't cringe at your past, it means you never grew. And if you never grew, well, congratulations, you're still emotionally stuck in kindergarten. And finally, here's the most important part. Cringe is just your brain trying to help you. It's awkward, annoying, and sometimes feels like psychological warfare. But it's also the reason you improve, adapt, and stop repeating dumb mistakes. So, the next time cringe hits you out of nowhere, just say, thanks, brain. Now shut the hell up. I'm busy. Thank you. If MiniBrain made you think or laugh, do something productive and hit subscribe.